How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and today we're going to be talking about Hive Blockchain. And I'm so excited because guess what? Ethereum ended up reaching an all-time high this weekend. And this is great for Hive because not only does it mine Bitcoin, but it also mines Ethereum and also Ethereum Classic. So these are great catalysts for Hive going into tomorrow. Another thing is, one thing that we're seeing with Bitcoin, we're seeing it actually stay very consistent. But what I'm going to be doing, we're going to be pulling up Ethereum on the screen, and then we're going to be pulling up Bitcoin on the screen so you guys have a visual and you see what is going on. So when we pull up Ethereum, as you can see right here, it ended up reaching a high of $2,143.85. So this was great to see. We could also take a look by the way that it's moving. There's still some more room for growth. So as Bitcoin is showing some strength, I do believe Ethereum is going to be showing some strength. So now let's take a look at Bitcoin. So as we take a look at Bitcoin, as we can see, it's still looking very, very bullish, staying above that 21-day EMA. We've already spoken about the indicators and how useful they have been in regard to seeing how Bitcoin's price action has been going. But one of the things we need to realize is that it's doing a great job building support in this high 50 area between 57 and 59. It has been making some spikes into the 60, but you know what? I really don't mind that because I'm being patient about this, and I do know once it's able to continue to consolidate and build up support in this area, we can expect to see a strong run up when it does get into the 60s and starts to move. So this is exactly what we want to see. So now that you guys are updated on that, what we need to do in this video, we're going to be doing the technical analysis on Hive, because again, I keep getting these questions about price predictions. What's a great place to actually buy the stock at? So the technical analysis video will help you with that. And then afterwards, I'll be giving you guys my final thoughts. All right, so we're going to be doing a technical analysis for a Hive blockchain. So the first thing that we're going to be taking a look at is how it performed on close on Thursday. So you can see here, it ended up closing at $3.9699 USD. And if we take into regards what the percentage it was up on the day, it was 1.79%. The day's range was at $3.90, and we ended up seeing highs of $4.14. So the next thing we want to take a look at are some areas of resistance. So what we're looking at right now is actually the 3-month 1-hour chart. This will give us a great picture in regards to how the trend is actually looking and just overall performance of the stock. So if we take a look here, we definitely have an area of resistance here right at that $5.75 area. And again, this was the 52-week high that it reached. If we go down, we see another area of resistance here right at $5 as well. And we also have another area of resistance here at $4.50, and also an area of resistance here where we've spoken about on the channel right here at $4. It was able to break through this, but as you can see, it did not spend too much time up there. So if we take into consideration of what the current price is, and we already seen that Bitcoin is consolidating in the high 50s and Ethereum ended up also hitting all-time highs this weekend, we definitely do see some bullish behavior happening in Hive, especially for the week that is going to be coming up. So I would definitely look forward to seeing it actually consolidate and build some support right at that $4 level, right? So that's what I want to look forward to. So let's say, for example, we end up getting a pullback because we already know that the cryptocurrency space is a very volatile sector. So one of the areas you want to take a look at are some possible support areas where it could pull back to. So if we look at this chart right away, one area to actually look out for is, yes, you see it right here in front of you, right here at $2. Yes, I'm saying it, $2.60. So that is an area where there's definitely some support and it's shown to bounce off from there. Even if we take a look, this was around the beginning of March, right here on March 5th, a lot of stocks were down on this particular day, but it did recover very quickly. So that's if you have the opportunity to catch it when it pulls back like this, definitely not a bad place to actually consider. If it pulls back even further than that, then the next area of support, yes, you see it right here, is right at $2.15. And if that area did end up breaking, then we definitely have to see how well it will hold up at $1.81. Let's see if we have some minor pullbacks. what are some areas. So if we have some minor pullbacks, the area of support where I definitely could see is right here at this $3 range. So $3 does show that this is an area of support. So if it does pull back there, I'm definitely seeing it would make a quick bounce, especially considering that $3 has been shown to be previous areas of support, as you can see. So the next area of support to also look out for if it pulls back even further is also right here at this $3.30 level. So these are areas that we actually talk about on this channel as well, so just to know that you're aware of that. And another area of support we have here is right at $3.50. You could see over here from March the 26th going over to March the 31st, it was actually acting as an area of resistance for a little bit, but it ended up moving right past that. So one thing that we do want to realize, especially for a support area, we want to see how many times it's actually recovered. So we could see it's recovered here from the 350 range most recently. We could also see all the way back here on the 17th it recovered from this particular area. And we could also see back here from the 8th it was able to recover from this area as well. And also even going back further in February, it's bounced from this area. So definitely if you end up seeing $3.50, this is not a bad area to actually take a look at in regards to a position. But for myself, I do believe in Hive long term, so I'm not planning on selling anytime soon. So I believe, in my personal opinion, anything under $4 you really can't go wrong. But of course, I would use a dollar cost averaging approach if it ends up pulling back into these mid threes or even getting close to the low threes, because I believe in it long term. So we're on Yahoo Finance and we're taking a look at this article. It's talking about Hive Blockchain stock could rocket if Bitcoin prices hit 100K. You guys have heard me talk about this on the channel. So let's go into this article and see what they have to say. So Hive Blockchain technology stock, Bitcoin, and the cryptocurrency trade have really heated up of late. It's not just crypto. Even exotic blockchain products like NFTs, non-fungible tokens, have been selling like hotcakes. Call it a frenzy if you will, but speculators are going to continue to speculate in the crypto arena as long as there's a chance to strike it rich over the short term. With Bitcoin picking up traction again, Bitcoin prices are just shy of the 60,000 mark. All eyes are set onto a breakout rally that could see the wildly volatile asset hit the 100,000 mark. Numerous folks are calling for the critical level to be hit at some point this year. And if Bitcoin blasts past the key level, cryptocurrency miners like Hive Blockchain stock could rocket to new heights, enriching venturesome investors who continue to stand by it, like myself. Bitcoin or crypto miners. Like other commodity miners, cryptocurrency miners are essentially a leveraged way to play an underlying asset's price. When playing such miners, not only do you need to have faith in the commodity being mined, but you also need to put in ample due diligence to ensure that the miner is in fact well run and well capitalized, such that they won't go belly up if the underlying commodities crash in price. We've witnessed numerous junior oil producers close up shop following oil's implosion back in 2014. Inefficiently run junior players with ugly balance sheets certainly had more upside, but at the same time they were at high risk of crumbling like a paper bag, making such names uninvestable for the average investor. Where does Hive Blockchain stand as a crypto miner? Although I'm hesitant to bet on Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency amid its latest climb, I think it makes a ton of sense for young investors who believe in the technology to obtain at least a tiny bit of exposure, preferably through miners like Hive stock, which are capable of amplified upside in bull case scenarios. Moreover, the miners and Bitcoin ETFs, I believe, are far better ways to bet on cryptocurrencies than owning actual crypto in a wallet. Why? For security and peace of mind. Too many people have lost access to their wallets, and just as you wouldn't hoard gold under your bed, you shouldn't hoard Bitcoin in a wallet. In terms of the best ways to bet on Bitcoin, I view miners as the best, followed by Bitcoin ETF/funds, and lastly tokens in a wallet. Of the best miners to bet on, Hive Blockchain, I believe, is a best in breed pick. It provides investors with a diversified way to bet on cryptocurrencies beyond Bitcoin. Moreover, the firm mines tokens in cooler areas of the world, Canada, Sweden, and Iceland, where energy costs are low. To be an efficient and economical cryptocurrency miner, you've got to be operating in places where energy is cheap. And Hive has done just this, making it one of the highest upside ways to bet on Bitcoin. Hive Blockchain stock, go big or go home. When it comes to Bitcoin and crypto, it's all about going big or going home. And Hive Blockchain is a go-to way to place a big bet on the tokens of the future. While Hive is a well-run cryptocurrency miner, no miner in the space is immune from immense downside if the crypto trade were to suddenly sour as it did back in 2017. So, only invest what you're willing to lose, and if you're unwilling to hold or add to your Bitcoin or Hive Blockchain stake after a steep crash, do yourself a favor and don't bother jumping on the Bitcoin bandwagon. This is something I talk about on the channel as well. It does come with a lot of volatility in this particular space, and I'm always trying to make sure that you guys are aware of that. Let's continue. If you're a venturesome investor who truly believes in blockchain and you're willing to hold your shares for years after a potential crash, only then do you have any blessings to get into Hive stock, Bitcoin, or anything crypto related at this juncture. Sure, the upside in a name like Hive could have the potential to be unfathomable as Bitcoin breaks out, but at the same time, a crash could wipe out a considerable wealth of the weak-handed. So for my final thoughts on Hive, I am very bullish on this stock. But one thing that I am aware of, and I always tell you guys, this comes with a lot of volatility. This is in the cryptocurrency space. But one of the things that I love about Hive is that even if Bitcoin slows down a little bit or it's not moving as strong, we still have Ethereum. If Ethereum is doing well and it's moving very well, then Hive can benefit. So one of the things that I want you guys to realize, having this type of diversity, especially in a stock in a volatile sector, it's definitely not a bad look overall in general, and it's part of the reasons why I bring this forward to you. If you want to wait for those certain areas of support that we talked about in the technical analysis, just in case it pulls back so you can take advantage, then by all means do that. But also, I got to put in the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. So just know when you do invest, you're doing it at your own risk. Yes, Hive has been on quite the run-up, but we can also say the same thing about Bitcoin and Ethereum. So that's why I believe, in my personal opinion, and the way how I'm adding is if it's below $4, I really can't go wrong with that. With Hive, I'm planning to be holding this for years. But one thing that you do need to realize in this particular sector, you have to have diamond hands. This is not for the weak-handed, like what was explained in the article. And this is another reason why, in regards to your overall portfolio, cryptocurrency should not be taking up the majority of it. So what do I mean by this? You want to make sure that you're limiting your exposure so you're not looking at your account every time and seeing crazy fluctuations. And it will also protect you overall mentally, so you're not worried about or constantly thinking, oh, what's the price going to be today? Oh my gosh, why don't I just sell? And so forth. I've been there, I've done that, I've gotten a t-shirt, and I want to make sure you guys don't go through that. And if you are going through that, just know you should be limiting your exposure, protecting your profits. Also as well, if you really do believe in Hive as much as I do, another way you can go about actually adding and getting into your position is dollar cost averaging. If you know this stock is going to have a lot of ups and downs, dollar cost averaging can help with that. I feel like this is the most beneficial way in regards to actually reaping the benefits, especially the long-term success that Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to end up having. Instead of just going with one whole lump sum in and then you end up seeing volatility, you're more likely to make decisions that may not be the best for you or for your particular situation, and I want you to avoid that. Hope you guys found this video helpful, and we'll talk soon.